Hey everyone, welcome back. Taking lunch right now. Sitting outside of Albertsons in Ashland. Yo, check it out. Got that juice. Yeah, it's settled. It's okay though. Not a big deal. Just flip it, shake it. This has got some beets, jalapeno, cilantro, lemon, lime, turmeric, ginger, tons of kale, and a bunch of other greens. Let you guys take this first sip with me. Spicy. Oh man. Yo, everybody's getting sick right now. You know, I shouldn't even say that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm trying to be better with my words. Shout out Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz. You know, you have to be impeccable with your words. So I've noticed that many people around me are becoming, or should I say, not feeling well. Because I have a different perspective on sickness now. So, yeah, shout out True Juice. They make some of the best juice in the world. Raw, organic, cold press. More importantly, it's got love in it. You know, it's not just a business. It's not just about making juice and with GMO produce and pasteurizing it. None of that. All organic, all local, Oregon, non-pasteurized, raw. And yeah, the key to staying well is raw fruits and vegetables. Also, your mindset. You know, it's not just about what you're consuming food-wise. It's about what you're consuming in your mind. You know, I did have an idea for this video, but I think now I might just go ahead and shift it, just pivot, as Chris likes to say. Shout out Chris. Love you, bro. Yeah, I think we're gonna go with it in a different direction. So I'm thinking this video is gonna be about keys to health. Major key alert. Let me know down below if you know what that's from. That's like a meme from like 10 years ago. But yeah, I would say, you know, the first key, be very particular with what you put in your body. And we'll start off with food. You know, on my journey, at least, I've learned that with food, everything in this life is so multifaceted. It's got so many things going on with it, different dimensions, and food is no exception. So food is very close to us as a species, as a being. And all this is from my perspective, by the way. You know, you guys are on your own journey, having your own experience, and I'm not trying to discredit that at all, but you know, you guys are watching this video to hear my perspective and my point of view, and hopefully it'll help some of you guys. But yeah, food, it's not just for pleasure. It's not just for taste. You know, I think a lot of people that I've met think that food is just about taste, and it's like, oh, that doesn't taste good, or I like this, I like chicken nuggets or McDonald's, or, you know, whatever, things that taste good, you know, sweet, salty, whatever else. Those are kind of like the main two, sweet and salty. But really, taste is like the smallest part about food, honestly. Like, yes, taste is important. I like my food to taste good. You know, I'm not a robot. I like good tasting food, right? But at the same time, I've realized that food is medicine. And let me know down below who said that. I don't know if it was Plato or Hippocrates or something like that, but somebody said, "Let food be thy medicine." And let me know down below. And it's true. It's true. And I think there's another quote either from the same person or from somebody else around that time period. It's like, food is either the best form of medicine or the worst form of poison, or something like that. That's not exactly how it goes, but basically the message of it is like, with every bite of food, you're helping yourself become healthier, growing, and evolving, or you're getting sicker and sicker and sicker. You know, shout out Life Regenerator, Dan McDonald. I've been listening to him for about 10 years now, and he talks about that a lot, how raw veganism and juicing and all of that, it basically gets you in alignment and helps you regenerate. You know, because a lot of people, or I would say we're kind of conditioned to think that as we get older, we're just supposed to become like shriveled up raisins and decrepit and can't do anything. And you know, really, my mind's open to the possibility that that's not how we were supposed to be. That in fact, if we're living right, if we're raw, vegan, juicing, fasting all of our life, we'll live way into old age and we'll still be very youthful. And I believe it, you know, and this is my perspective. This is from my journey, from what I've experienced, from the information that I've been exposed to, that it's opened my mind to different possibilities other than the mainstream narrative and way of thinking of somebody's old and unhealthy when they're like 60. It's like, no, you know, and I'm gonna reference the Bible here. You know, I don't have it memorized, but I think there's some good stuff in there for sure. And part of it is the fact that people were living till 900 years old. And it seems that slowly through the generations, our lifespans have been shortened, as well as our size. You know, if you also in there, it talks about, you know, heights of people and giants, and you know, I believe that you know, we were giants, or you know, our ancestors were giants, and honestly that they were vegan too. I mean, you know, it also mentions in there that, you know, in the beginning, all animals were vegan. You know, humans, all the animals were vegan, right? Up until the time when we weren't. You know, I believe it was the flood or so, when we were given permission to eat animals, you know, supposedly, right? And I'm just kind of referencing this because, you know, this is information that relates to it to me. You know, I'm not saying like everything is super black and white. I'm just saying, you know, open your mind to the possibility and the probability that we are not living optimal lives. We're not living optimally health-wise. You know, I believe that fasting, juicing, raw veganism, as well as cooked veganism, but raw veganism is in my mind the way. You know, am I there? No, I'm not. I still eat a lot of cooked food. I still eat, you know, chips. I still eat pizza, you know, vegan things, right? But what I do try to do, and this will bring us to our second point, fasting. It's not just about what you're consuming, right? You know, you could be consuming all of the vegan, organic food all day, every day, 5 meals a day. But from my experience and from my research, it's going to back up your system. You know, your intestines going to get clogged up with all this food. So we should be fasting, honestly. I mean, I'm fasting right now. Every day, basically, I fast. You know, I wake up, I oil pull, and then I fast all the way until, roughly about noon, and then I'll drink my juice, raw, cold pressed, unpasteurized, organic. And then I'll continue to fast until dinner. So typically, a normal day for me is I only eat one meal a day. And it's a big meal. I'll tell you right now, it's a big meal, and it tastes good. It tastes great. That's kind of like a side note. When you fast, and let me know down below if you guys want me to make specific videos on different things, because I feel like I could talk, I could make a video on just fasting, or just my interpretation of some of the things in the Bible, or raw veganism and my journey with veganism, which yeah, I'm definitely going to be making those videos. But anyway, back to fasting. I've heard and seen in my research that roughly in a day, there's roughly 3 sections of the day, right? As far as our digestion process goes, okay? So it's like you've got your consumption period of 8 hours, then you have the digestion period of 8 hours, then you have the elimination period of 8 hours. And that's what I try to stick to. Honestly, I think that's the optimal way to do it. So say for instance, you want to eat from noon to 8 p.m. Then you wouldn't eat until noon the next day. It's basically like 16 out of those 24 hours you're not eating every day. And that's just, that seems like the normal way to me, to be honest with you. And yeah, I mean, if you can go longer, the better. Because basically when you're fasting, you're not digesting, right? You're not consuming, you're not digesting. All the energy in your body when you're fasting is being used to eliminate, to cleanse, to detoxify. And the longer you fast, the more cleansing happens, the more gets broken down and expelled, and the more toxins get released from your body. So if you're just eating nonstop all day, every day, always full, always, you're going to get backed up. There's going to be really no detoxification happen. There's elimination, right? There's defecation. There's something going in, something coming out. But, and at least for me, when I've done my fast, like I think the longest fast I did was about a week. And I was still going to the bathroom, going number 2. I was still having things coming out 2-3 days later. Not a ton, right? But here and there, I'd have some coming out. And that really makes you realize, like, how much is backed up in there. Because it's like every meal you eat, you should have an equal amount coming out, roughly. Excuse me. So think about it. If you're eating 3 meals a day and you're only going to the bathroom once a day, where is that other stuff going? Right? Where is it going? What is happening to it? It's being condensed and packed into your colon. And that gets me on a whole nother track about parasites, and I'm still learning about parasites, but from what I've learned from my research, we all got parasites. The animals, the humans, it's like parasites are just another form of life, and the way that they live is basically, to kind of leech off of another organism. They find their way inside of it, and they kind of siphon off nutrients. They siphon off different things. So yeah, that's something to look into. Don't just believe me about this stuff. Look into it for yourself, and go down your own path, your own journey of self-discovery and research. Because yeah, if you believe everything you've been told since you were born, if you're like me, you live in America, or you live in a Western civilization or a westernized civilization, and you believe everything that you were taught, you're going to end up just like everybody else, sick and unhealthy. So, and I don't want that for you. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for my family, for my friends, you know, for my children, God willing. And yeah. So yeah, I would say if I could recommend one thing today, start juicing. You know, eat less, eat organic, eat less, juice, and fast, which goes along with eating less, because, you know, think about it. You have to fast. Every single day you're fasting whether you know it or not. And what is that called? It's called sleep. You go to sleep, and when you're sleeping, you're not eating, right? That's your body forcing you. Your body, it's, you know, it's a beautiful thing that God's made it this way. Every single night, we're forced, whether we want to or not, because our body needs certain things, right? It needs to regenerate. It needs to detoxify. It needs to rest. And it's got all kinds of things that I'm not even aware of. But think about it. It's like, you know, I want to make another video on this too. Like, sleep is very humbling if you think about it, because sleep forces you to let go. No eating, no scrolling, no working, no nothing. It's like your body's like, yo, you're gonna chill. You're not gonna do anything. You're just gonna rest. So if you think about in terms of fasting, you're already fasting roughly 8 hours a night, depending on how much you sleep, how much you prioritize sleep, how much you're able to sleep. Roughly 8 hours a night, 8 hours in the 24-hour day, you're fasting already, 8. So if you can just extend that for a few more hours, there you go, you're magically fasting, right? But not really, you're just extending. You know, that's why the first meal of the day, break fast, breakfast. It's called break fast because you're breaking your fast. And if you can just extend that, like I said, till maybe like noon or so, or 10, or whatever you want to have your eating window be, you would see amazing changes in your life. I'm talking your energy, your mood, your weight, your body, mental clarity. You're going to save more money because you're buying less food, less dishes to clean, less waste in the garbage. Like, literally just eating less food, it changes your life. And at least for me, I feel like it's changed my life. So yeah, but definitely I would say extend your fast through the night. You know, break your fast, breakfast, eat breakfast later. Get on your juice journey. I mean, seriously, go to Goodwill. Grab a juicer from Goodwill. Like, I go to Goodwill sometimes, and there's so many juicers. It's like, I've gone through juicers from the Goodwill, and it's like, hey, it's better than nothing. It works. If it works, it works. You know, clean it up, and if it works, it works. You're probably gonna get like a centrifugal juicer, right? And start somewhere. You gotta start somewhere. But yeah, seriously, health is wealth. Take your health more seriously, and you're gonna be a lot happier, a lot healthier, a lot happier. You're gonna live longer. You're gonna feel better, and everything is just gonna be better. Man, you know what? I hope all of you are having a great day today. I'm having a pretty good day myself. Feeling good. Oh, this juice is getting me feeling extra good. This video, for me at least, it was a blessing to make. So I'm grateful. Thank you everyone for watching. I hope it helped you in some way, and maybe it inspired you, open your mind up a little bit to start, you know, researching, investigating, looking at things in a different way. And if not, no worries, you know. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and end the video. Peace, love, unity, respect, health, wealth, and abundance to all of you. Blessings from the Most High to you and to me. And hope you have a great rest of your night and a great weekend. See you in the next one. Later.